My people, now don't hear say APC go do campaign for Bauchi. They carry Buhari go there. Come go embarrass our president. they say they, they say Buhari won't talk like they're off light. Buhari they shout APC. Nobody they hear that. Nobody they hear that. Even Tinubu not talk. They're off light. So many they go house. They say Buhari and Tinubu they come for that. They come out say they go house. When I watch the video, they don't carry the matter. Can't give them Arise TV now. Rufai and Dr. Bati, all of them, they don't gather now. They don't the roast. And before I go watch that video, when I remember say that woman we run come up from APC, go open her mouth talk say Tinubu no fit hold cup of water. Say even they hold private meetings, say Tinubu no dey fit hold cup of tea. Now buy your nanuga. Come out, come to say who tell you that? Who tell you say Tinubu no fit hold cup of tea? Say Tinubu no dey sit Tinubu the whole broom. Now Rufai carry the matter. Even I watch the video, I watch the video, Michelle.
Father. Well, let's begin what's trending in Bauchi State, where the presidential campaign rally of the All Progressives Congress ended abruptly over a power outage and a faulty sound system. The rally, which took place at the Abubakar Tafawa Balewa Stadium, ended shortly after the national chairman of the party, Abdullahi Adamu, mounted the podium and began delivering his speech. President Muhammadu Buhari, who was present at the rally to officially present the APC candidates, including the party's flag bearer, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to the Bauchi electorate, had to leave the rally without giving a speech. People on social media have said that the organizers of this rally should be punished because, I mean, this is probably the first time the president will attend a rally and not able to deliver his speech. But let's take some tweets. This is from Albert, who wrote, "Simple political rally, APC can't plan and execute. And you want Nigerians to trust you again for another 4 years to Fiakwa. The gods of electricity is fighting back and putting confusion into your rank and file. Putting us in darkness for 24 years will never go unpunished." While Sonny wrote, "How can a party who cannot organize a hitch-free campaign with all the resources available to them manage a country as ours with all her challenges? This is a clear case of lack of ability to do things right." Well, in the meantime, the Director of Media and Publicity of the All Progressives Congress Presidential Campaign Council, Bayo Onanuga, in a tweet on Monday debunked rumors about the party's flag bearer, Bola Ahmed Tinubu's alleged inability to hold a teacup firmly by posting a video showing Tinubu holding a broom firmly while showing off his dance moves. Let's take a look. Well, you know, there was that story by Najatu Muhammadu, a former APC chieftain, who claimed that, you know, Tinubu had Alzheimer's or something, and, you know, she's had meetings with him and he couldn't hold the teacup. But we could see Tinubu there, you know, dancing and holding the broom. I mean, I think that it was nice that Bayo Onanuga posted that video. But that rally, Dr. Abati, it was quite something, wasn't it?
Well, the rally in Bauchi, these things happen.
Yeah.
You could have technical glitches, okay, because the organization of the rally, the logistics, oftentimes, you know, that gets contracted out to consultants whose job it is to make sure that things go smoothly. Now, if they fail, if they drop the ball, you know, as party members, there's very little that you can do about it. We were told that there was, you know, electricity, you know, cut and the microphone went off, or that somebody tampered with the wire and all that. So it was a good thing that President Muhammadu Buhari was there to at least experience firsthand what Nigerians go through.
Facing, yes.
And that we also suffer electricity outage, that things don't go well in terms of the supply of electricity. He didn't make a speech. In any case, the microphone was not working, but he still managed to hand over the flag to the gubernatorial candidate of the APC in the state. But what I think is also important about that rally is not the fact that the presidential candidate left or the president left, or that the event could not go on as planned, but also that, look, the two parties came together. The governor of Bauchi State was there to receive the president. Other members, who are key officials in the state, they were there to receive the president. And this is what we preach. Beyond partisanship, there are certain protocols that have to be followed. The third point that needs to be made is that the president was there. He had very little time because he needed to also come to Lagos for a 2-day, visit to commission, inaugurate, attend to some projects. And he got to Lagos later in the day at about 4 p.m. But, this is political season. People will play politics with just about anything. So these things happen because human beings are involved and human beings make mistakes. And it doesn't matter whether it's a political rally or any other thing. As for Mr. Bayo Ononuga, I'm not aware that Mr. Ononuga has taken a degree in medicine. But, we live in such times that, many Nigerians have become medical doctors. So how do you weigh the value of a broom and a teacup? I know some teacups that are very heavy to carry. Heavier than a broomstick. But in any case, that's the kind of situation in which we have found ourselves.
Yes.
But the bigger point is about the health of the presidential candidates. Having gone through the experience of sickness and death, as Olusegun Adeniyi has reported in his book of a similar title, Orientation, Nigerians are now saying, look, for us to have a president, we must look for a man that is healthy and that we are convinced is healthy. It's not about malice. It's God that determines people's health. Pardon my, throwing the religious line. But the truth of the matter is that when you apply for a job, don't they ask people to go for medical checkup? But the people who have taken all the medical checkup assignment now are surrogates, journalists, who have become spokespersons and all of that. But the average Nigerian voter is just saying, we just want our president to be healthy.
Yeah.
Not a president, that will be on steroids or that will be in and out of office. In fact, some people have gone to the extent of saying that maybe we should be arranging jogging exercise for anybody who wants to be president of Nigeria. You jog. Let us see whether you can do 100 meters, 300 meters. However, that's not a requirement under the Constitution of Nigeria.
According to Kenneth Okonkwo, in that last interview, you got that right. He goes, let's see if your principal can do pam, pam, pam. We need someone who has the ability to go up the stairs like pam, pam, pam. It was so funny, right? Rufai.
I mean, it's so funny. The theater of the assault happens in Nigeria. Concerning the microphone glitch and the electricity glitch, I think it just also goes further to show the inefficiencies of the service industry in Nigeria. And I think it speaks volumes about those that these things were contracted to. And I think heads are rolling by now. I think by now, that's a national embarrassment.
Yes.
And also, if the president is going to be there, I think his protocol team too should be able to have contingency plans as regards, even microphones used by the president and things like that, and all of that. Because it's sad that the president of a country of about 200 million people, because somebody couldn't power up their power somewhere, he couldn't still speak.
He couldn't.
So they couldn't make a contingency plan.
No.
I think we should start thinking of that. If possible, the president should be able to have a special microphone that can be connected to anything.
The president of Nigeria travels with his own microphone.
That can be connected.
But it's not loud enough to cover a stadium.
That can be connected to anything.
But he couldn't connect. There was electricity. There was an electricity glitch, so he can carry his microphone there. But how would he connect it?
Dr. Abate, I've
issue.
seen microphones being passed around even at a campaign. That it was not a special microphone that was given to the president.
No, but he has his own microphone.
He has his own microphone.
I'm telling you, as a man who managed the president's communications.
So
4 years.
if that is the case, and we don't have that in place here, then it is problematic. And I think the APC must sanction those. Whoever is part of the planning committee that organized that rally in Bauchi that made them, the APC, look bad, they must sanction them and heads must run. If possible, if they've not paid them their balance, they should be told their balance.
Yes.
You know, I think that's the way to sanction people here, but it speaks volumes. Concerning about healthcare, we must be able to tell ourselves, the nerves to lift a cup of tea is different from that to hold a broom.
Okay.
So I don't know people that are doing medical sciences and giving all sorts of analysis and saying because somebody holds a broom. The nerves to lift a cup of tea are two different things than to hold a broom.
Really?
Let us be very, very factual. No, but it's true now. The nerves to lift a cup of tea is different from the nerves to hold a broom.
The broom above his head.
Yeah. I mean, no, I mean, it was
at least to head level.
To a head level, but it doesn't matter. But isn't it funny that
But what if he has to carry something bigger than
no, but I'm sure he does that effectively well. But I think the most important thing here is that our campaign has now been degraded to a level where we are even looking at abilities of lifting cup of tea and lifting broom in a country that is suffering at over 200 million people. You're saying he didn't lift it up to the shoulder of head. You see, he put it down. That's what he did there. You know, he didn't lift it to a position of head level. They can play the video again. You see, did he lift it to his head? Did he put it on over his head? No, so there are differences there. Whatever this might be, my major concern is, please, God gives life. God gives health. I've even talked about an American president that was on a wheelchair, but he ran the country effectively during the war. All we need is let us even know what is wrong medically with our leaders. Franklin Delano Roosevelt, we know he had polio. It was polio that made him paralyzed. FDR. We don't know the health condition of almost of our leaders, and we can't afford this in a country where till today, for over 100 days, the president was out of the country. We don't know what was going on. You are talking about President Yar'Adua that died in office. So today we don't know what killed him. Some said pericarditis, some said Chong-Strauss syndrome. The Nigerian people have a right to know. And if you can't disclose your health, whatever, don't come out. Don't come out. But as long as you run for presidency, we must be able to disclose our health. So I call on it, and I want, public affairs analysts and, social commentators and civil society to take it up. If possible, we should push laws that makes, what is it called? Presidential candidate to declare their health record and show us something before they run for presidency. Nobody has problems with that. Everybody, and please, Bola Ahmed Tinubu has a fair chance to run for president just like anybody, but please, they must declare their health record. And it must not be about the son who can lift a cup of tea or lift a broom.
It has to be the person who has the ability to go pam pam pam. I can't stop. I can't.
The president of Nigeria must be able to carry weights.
Which kind of
After all, one president told us about weight carrying in. Okay, you know where.
Yes. And because we don't want any other Pompia case again.
So I was just going to say that the president or the APC should report to the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission, FCCPC, for bad service from the contractors. I thought that was a national embarrassment in terms of it's not just for the APC. Yes, it was an APC rally, but it had it had presence the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. When you have events like that, it should be only the highest quality of services that are made available. But something else I have to say is that I quite like the fact that our public officials or public servants experience what Nigerians experience on a day-to-day basis, that it becomes normal. I hope that beyond failed electricity or power, they would also come into our traffic. Let them feel and understand what the average Nigerian is going through. The president is currently in Lagos State now. The traffic is horrendous, but he gets to fly in a chopper and go around, and so there's a disconnect. Perhaps if they used more services than Nigerians used, then there'd be more, they'd understand our issues better. So that's one. Then the other parts that we didn't talk about was that he visited the Emir of Bauchi, where he said that as the president, where he gave himself a pass mark for his 7.5 years in leadership, and that has also caused a lot of conversation. People are saying that he said that this is not the first time he's saying that, but I don't think that you, the one who's writing the examination, is the one that would also score your performance. The real examiners of how well he has done as president of Nigeria are the Nigerian people whom he's serving. So that's something else that happened in Bauchi.
Well,
Tinubu and history. Now like this, 5 and 6. Tinubu sabi make history, eh? Which one? Which one? What will be the meaning of Jagaban army? On top say one contest for presidential election. Only one election we want contest. The first time they contest for national election. The first and last time we go ever contest for any national election. He don't create Jagaban army. He never win. He never even they don't show for us. Eh? So which one? What to be the work of the Jagaban army? Should to arrest people we want rig election. I mean to arrest people we want snatch ballot box. I mean to scare people we want vote. Which one? What to be the work of the Jagaban army? They say they thought say their work not to go gather votes. Eh? How person go just dey like this to dey overdo things go just dey sweeter. This man too funny. Eh? First PRO talk say, wetin be this one? It tire the man too. The man talk say, wetin be this? Say there is even no security wey dey waka for Sele. See, na that's how they play with everything for this country. We too dey play. We too dey play for this country. Number one, they say you get the freedom to use any security outfit. We know they part of the one where our security agencies they use. Then you get the rights to get private security guards. But the one wey me I no understand now, who give a right to use the name army? Jagaban army. This Tinubu self,